Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one. That's at David G. Evans, the number one. We're so glad you took the time to join us today. We ask you to like us, of course. We need about 1,000 likes today. Subscribe to us. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it does help us navigate the algorithm of the platform. We like that thumbs up, that notification button. Hit that so you know every time an On Point conversation comes on. Our toll-free number, you can call us today. We love talking to you for about a variety of subjects. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. You can give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. First-time callers, welcome. First-time watchers, welcome. First-time listeners, welcome. And our legacy callers, the legacy members of On Point, we're so glad you joined us once again. Joining us is our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith. How you doing,
man? Good morning, everybody.
You good?
There? Yes, sir.
Man, it's so cold up here. Y'all wonder why Bishop sitting with us? It's cold up here today.
Yeah, it's cold outside, too.
It's cold. It's cold outside, cold inside. We know Danny's going to have a lot to say about this. But if I lose my voice, I can't work tomorrow. So
man.
We have to stay warm. Have to keep the head warm now that I have no hair on there at all. Amen. The partial hair was even keeping me warm. I didn't realize that.
Right, yep.
But no hair. I'm feeling it all right now. It's been an eventful week in politics. Something new was brought to my attention yesterday, but we haven't had a chance to research it. Some insights on Charlie Kirk's private life. But I haven't been able to substantiate, so I'm going to wait unless you find out something about Rowan. Not so much his what can I call them?
Oops. You can save it till later. It's fine.
That's some curiosities.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
But I won't go any further than that because I can't substantiate the source or the news source or the source of information.
Sure.
But when we find out about it, we'll talk about it. I am somewhat disturbed that our president campaigned on making groceries more affordable, bringing down the price of eggs, being able to positively impact the price of gas. And now that that has not happened, he has said in very clear terms that affordability is a con job. So I have to ask the question, was he conning us when he said he wanted to make things more affordable on the first day? Or is he not telling us the truth now? Because he campaigned on, I'm going to make everything right the first day back in office.
Yeah, no, it's a con job. From the door.
Okay.
He says what he needs to say to appeal to a certain group.
But he's reversing that. So what does that say to the people that believed him, especially in his base?
Now, there are those who have sense that say, hey, he's not doing what he said he was going to do.
Okay.
Prices are still high, etc.
Okay.
You have those who, like with the beef thing, beef prices going up. So he puts a tariff on beef, goes up in price, limits the tariff, reduces it, price of beef go down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's winning. See, he's lowering the price of beef. But if I start the fire and put the fire out, how do I get applause for that? Like, seriously. And then...
Did he seriously do it like that?
Yes. I guess because the farmers and stuff and all of them were complaining
they're losing their land.
So it's like, oh, we're winning, getting the price of beef down. But to me, it's like this. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
He pushed it up and pushed it down.
Yes. We want it here.
They don't see that.
No. Some of them don't see it. It was here. They want the price here.
I think what we're dealing with is willful ignorance. Absolutely willful, consistently reliable ignorance.
Delusion.
On purpose.
Delusion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is a con job, not a con job. And most of the time they just go silent on that stuff. But and then start talking about what I don't like is how people are. I heard a guy this morning talking about his taxes didn't go up. so that meant no one's taxes went up. Well, no, that's not true. You know, his health care didn't go up, so no one's must have gone up. When did we become so myopic, I think the word is, where we're judging the entire world based on what we're going through at the time?
Yes. And your taxes did go up, just in another area. Don't try to. People, you always say they don't print new money. So if they're going to lower your taxes here,
They got to take.
they're
going
to
to
get you somewhere else.
They got to take it from somewhere else.
Like, come on, y'all. Like, seriously, like, but they don't think through.
I used to think that if it personally affected people, that would bring them some semblance of consciousness. But even now, people are willing to be hurt economically. Maybe because they committed so passionately so far.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
It is. Or as long as he's doing this thing against these people, that
even
overrides.
Though it's impacting me
even
indirectly.
it's impacting me, because that's a greater threat than this. In their minds.
Like how did the trans community become the major threat in the United States when they're less than what, 1% of the population?
Yeah.
So the Republicans took the trans issue, less than 1% of the entire population, and made them a threat. How?
Fear is, we always talk about how illogical fear is. And fear is all about feeling. It's like even with Hitler with the Jews.
Yeah.
It's small percentage in Germany.
Yeah.
And these small percentages is ruining your whole entire life.
But that's what authoritarian leaders do. They choose out a small minority group and make them a major threat. And even though none of that group is living in your neighborhood, you still feel threatened by them.
Yeah. And they're taking our jobs, and they're doing these things when you didn't want to be in the field picking anything, and you didn't want to be doing this over here, and this one trans person you can be like,
don't want to go up on a roof, don't want to pick the crops, don't want to wash the cars, don't want to clean folks' houses, don't want to do service jobs. But I'm threatened if you do it.
Yes.
That's the most maniacal nonsense I've heard in the last 15 minutes.
It is.
It's crazy.
It is. And the one trans person in your kid's school
is going to transform the whole school?
Transform the whole entire school.
Or your neighborhood?
Right. Come on. Like, just
because someone makes a choice that you wouldn't make doesn't mean your entire world is about to be revolutionized by their choice.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I give it to them. They play on people's fears, and that's how they win.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think Taylor Greene is serious about resigning in January?
Part of me wonders.
Okay.
If they got something on her, and they say, look, we'll let you get out the easy way. Just resign. Only reason why, because she started coming after Trump real hard.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, she kind of starts calming down on that a little bit. And she's ready to resign.
Yeah.
Somebody had a conversation with her.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know what it was.
Maybe they both know stuff on each other.
Yeah, and he's obviously stronger than her, and it relates to his influence.
Right.
Because she hasn't been. She's kind of quieted up
lately.
lately.
She said she can resign. She hasn't. Is there a need for her to be vocal?
She's she was against Trump. Now, she went on The View, and just the death threats start coming in, and I don't know if you saw the thing where. She was saying she's getting death threats, had to get security. And they asked her, like, how do you feel about all the times you went against other people and them getting death threats?
Okay.
And now it's you.
What did she say?
Well, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have.
Okay. A lot of them wouldn't say that. A lot of them wouldn't say it. They wouldn't say it.
They wouldn't say it. For her to make this radical turn.
But I saw a lady ask her just directly, like you said, okay, you stood for this and you backed him on everything. And Marjorie Taylor Greene said, that is a reasonable question. She said, I was wrong.
Yep.
And the lady said, well, now that it seems to be affecting you more personally, she said, I felt like he has gone too far. And I think because she was QAnon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that whole pedophile thing was a major issue for them.
Yep.
And now that he's, quote unquote, in their eyes, protecting whoever is on that list, whatever moneyed person is on that list, now that she feels like they're being protected, she feels betrayed.
Yep.
So that was where her line was drawn in the sand.
Mm-hmm. And she making some good money on the way out, too.
Oh, I'm sure
From my understanding, she's like up and down.
Yeah.
20 million plus.
She ain't going to be hurting.
Yeah, she ain't going to be hurting. She made some good money.
Yeah. She played that market really well.
Right. But if when you talk about corporate America, politics, the wolves are real. Mm-hmm. They probably sick some wolves on her.
Well, if she's getting death threats, they're letting her know.
Yeah, and she says, like, let me back out. And so to me, there's something had to happen. There's not.
From a spiritual point of view, I was telling the pastor the other day that there are some people that believe that what was going on right now, God was not going to respond. Mm-hmm. And I said to him, what we're witnessing is God pulling the threads on the thing and pulling the bottom out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you're seeing all these defections and problems all at the same time, and the timing of God is incredible. Mm-hmm. So now, we thought the thing with the boats and the signal gate was gone away. Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's back with a fervency. Mm-hmm. Epstein's with a fervency. People are resigning because how can I represent you as a politician and go home and have voted to protect pedophiles?
Yep.
That you just, not if you want a political future, you can't do it. Mm-mm. So they don't want to be involved in the fight with the president and administration. So they're walking.
Yep. Yeah, there's a splinter in the base. Let me ask you a spiritual question then.
Yeah.
If Scripture shows us clearly, God uses flawed people, flawed systems to bring his will to pass. He'll let kings come and go. Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody about this, and I said, it's not that God wanted Trump, but I believe that God, in essence, can use this administration to reveal something about America that they weren't willing to admit. There's a rottenness here that's been revealed that we knew was always there.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, not that he wanted him, but maybe, just maybe, God is using this for, like you said, he's pulling the strings away to show some things.
Yeah.
But like he used Nebuchadnezzar, he used all these other people, Darius, all these people in Scripture that were bad people. Not Darius, excuse me, but he uses them to correct some things. There it is.
Okay.
Pharaoh, all them.
Okay.
Not that he wanted them, but he does use it though.
Now,
Haman.
Yeah.
And Esther.
I think here's the massage on that. Mm. Let's use Saul, for instance. Mm-hmm. The thing that makes me think about the responsibility of choices is that the quote-unquote people chose Saul. Mm-hmm. And because of that transition, and you want a king, I'll let you have a king, but you don't have to have a king, you can have me. I think that what we're dealing with, of course, God is going to use everything to his will, but we're watching the consequences of a bad choice.
Same thing with Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're watching the consequences of a bad choice. This is not God's preferred will for us.
Yes.
But he allowed us as a nation to exercise our will, vote in somebody that was absolutely not a Christian, do a lot of stuff Christians don't do. And now in office, I don't hear a lot of noise from my evangelical brothers and sisters about disapproval, although I understand there's one or two that have come out and said, okay, that's far enough. Yeah. But I got a problem with that. I tease my kids that not so bad is still bad.
It's still bad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a white lie still a lie.
Yeah. It's so we are dealing with the proof of a choice.
Yes.
Either vote for him, not vote at all. You made a choice.
Yes. And that's something. It's like you chose this, so God will give you what you want.
Right.
Now, he'll use it for his advantage.
Yeah.
But he'll give it to you, though.
Man, the pain you have to go through.
And let you suffer the consequences of your choice.
Oh, man.
So all Nebuchadnezzar, exile Babylon, Haman, some of those things are just corrective things.
Well, Egypt,
corrective.
bondage in Egypt was a corrective action.
Yeah.
But it took a long time.
Yes.
For Israel to get it. And then God had to send a judge or a deliverer every 30, 40 years. Because they kept backsliding into the same problem. Reminds me of a child that gets in trouble for the same thing every day. It makes no sense. We got Robin from Bear, Delaware. We've got Tom from Fort Lauderdale. We've got Beverly from Lawnside, New Jersey. 866-743-8267. 866-74 Evans. Give us a call here at On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Let's go to Robin from Bear, Delaware. Hi, Robin.
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. How y'all doing?
All right. How are you this morning?
I think I had the flu.
Stay home.
Yeah, right.
Stay home. Stay home,
Don't
girl.
come to church tomorrow.
Don't come to church.
Hey, look, and I'm supposed to do the concierge too. And Crystal said, you stay home.
That's right.
We just keep you in prayer. But, Bishop, I wanted to say this to you. You was on fire when you came back from Egypt, when you did your message.
You really?
Because it was just confirmation for me, the things that you were talking about, and everything that we lost or everything that, we didn't do right, and God is holding it for us. We're going to get it back. God's been speaking to me about that. So, but you was on fire. I said, man, when he came back from Egypt, he was on fire.
I was so tired, I was crazy. I'm still jet lagged. I don't know what they better get a new name for it.
How long was that flight?
10 hours.
10 hours?
Yeah, 10 to 11 hours nonstop. And there was a day difference. So we were able to leave on Tuesday to come back, and we got back on Tuesday. We left on Tuesday morning and got back on Tuesday morning.
Wow.
So you lose a day in there plus the travel time.
That's a long flight.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad though. We've been on planes longer than that.
Yeah.
22 hours, 24 hours.
I saw some of the videos. I said, I'm going next time.
Yeah, we took a lot of good pictures. We realized people will go the next time we say we're going.
Yeah. I'm definitely going.
Egypt is amazing.
Yeah, my cousin went, and I was telling her, we was taking a trip. She said, yeah, you have to go. She loved it. She said, that's one trip you definitely want to do in your lifetime, go to Egypt.
The brilliance of the Egyptian people over 2,000 years ago is still on display.
Wow.
The fundamental mathematic genius, architectural genius, geometric genius, engineering genius, all on display, and time has not eroded it. It's amazing.
Wow.
Absolutely astounding.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. But, Bishop, I have to say this about Pastor Nick. While you were gone.
I heard I was halfway around the world and got the news.
Pastor Nick, the 2 Sundays that he taught. And I'm like, sometimes now when I'm typing, like when I'm watching his YouTube, and you leave a comment, I start typing Bishop Nick,
Lord.
and I got to catch myself. But Pastor Nick, you did an awesome job as always, but you really showed us that you are okay when Bishop's not there, and that the church is fine.
You
but
better
I'm
be.
Just so proud
That's
of
what
you.
I said.
You better be.
Yep. I said in the worship meeting last night, I said, y'all, it shows it's working. When you can tell he's not here.
Yeah.
But everything
it still goes.
The standard is the standard.
That's right.
That's not supposed to change.
Gotta stay.
And they kept the standard the standard.
Gotta stay.
It's got to be right.
Yeah.
Because God's people are here.
Yep.
Even though he's not here.
That's right.
And God's here. So.
That's right. It's got to go.
Yeah.
It's got to run.
Yep.
If it doesn't, we fail.
Yep.
Yeah, we fail. Can't have a fluctuation.
Well, that's all I have because I don't feel good. But I just wanted to call and say hello, good morning.
We'll be praying for you. I'm praying for 2 things. You get saved and the flu gets healed. Amen. All right, Rob.
I love you guys.
Talk to
to you later.
Let's go to Tom from Fort Lauderdale. Hey, man. Are you there, Tom?
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing, Pastor?
Hey, man.
How are you, man? Welcome to On Point again. What's going on?
You know, a little chilly down here, Bishop. You know, it's only like 80 degrees.
We're getting shade already.
Right,
okay.
right.
Hey, Bishop, you know, I'm going to talk about Miss Green, but beforehand, we talk about votes, you know, not voting for a second. You know, we got a woman down here in trouble. Her name is Sheila McCormick. She's, they're going after her. I don't know if it's true, not true, about getting money illegally. She's a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted to say about voting is that she won the primary, and have a recount. She won the primary by 5 votes.
5?
5.
Uh-oh.
So when people say their vote don't count or doesn't count,
It counts.
Mm-hmm.
it counts. And if you go back to when Bush got in, Florida was 500 votes.
That's right.
That was the difference. So folks out there listening, your vote counts.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Green, I saw this thing last night in Time that Green was told by the president he wasn't going to support her for Senate. That's when she flipped on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, that's where its initial, you know, change happened.
Because she I believe she gave up all pride and dignity backing him, and many times when you see politicians backing something that doesn't make common sense, they'll have this blank look in their eyes like they're just reciting something.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I could tell in a lot of ways with a lot of them that they're saying what they think they need to say because they believe they have an audience of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Something else too, Bishop. I mean, I'm not crazy about the woman, but some of the stuff she's saying about politicians don't say I was wrong and I'm sorry. And she's saying that.
Well, I think the thing that gets me about her is that they're asking her the hard questions, and she's saying, "You're right. I was wrong about that." But I think for her, like I said to Pastor Nick earlier, the whole protecting the Epstein thing, especially when she was so strong after the QAnon thing, I think that was the line for her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where people's lines are. And evidently, this whole pedophile thing is a line for her.
Bishop, I have to ask you this. What do you think about Admiral Alvin Horsley? 37 years. He had a 3-year appointment, but he gave it up before a year and resigned. He's not the only one. A dude named a Marine Colonel, Kuzma, who also resigned for similar reasons.
Well, Hegseth has forced out
Mm-hmm.
virtually every minority military leader, male or female. All the females, just about. Any minority male. Forced them out of their jobs. They had to take early retirement.
Yeah, but I think this admiral knows some things. I think he was, because I get the impression he was giving orders before this boat thing started.
You talking about the admiral that they threw under the bus?
The black guy, he chose not to go. He spoke against the strikes on the boats.
Okay.
And he's like, I can't do
He
this. It's going too
He
far.
saw the writing on the wall, I think.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm out.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and Hegseth impresses me as someone who has never been in a fight. Although I do understand, based on reports, that he was a part of a unit that got in trouble for excessive violence and killing some people they shouldn't have killed in a unit. But as far as people need to understand, this is not chess. These are human beings on the board.
Yep.
And you can't spend lives the way they seem to it's almost like they're feeling more manly by ordering people to kill other people.
Yep.
With no concern about the fact that they're going to throw the gloves off when people capture our folk.
Yep.
So we can't tell them Geneva Convention, rules of war, all that kind of stuff, if we're just blatantly saying we're not going to observe anything.
Yep.
So why would other countries observe any mercy?
I agree.
The big picture is we're the standard.
Supposed to be.
The world, it's supposed to be the standard. And they look up to us. And it's like, hey, Americans don't care. We don't care either. And how about if everybody starts doing this?
And you don't look, how we're outraged at what some of the things that happened between the Israel Palestinian conflict. We're outraged about that, and appropriately so. We're outraged unless we're doing it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What was the point of blowing two guys out of the water? They're on top of the boat.
Nothing. It's the American arrogance. We can do what we want to do, and y'all just gotta.
It's just like Texas. Okay, we're going to redistrict. We're going to make sure nobody else can get in for the next 20 years. And because California steps up, California's wrong for responding to what they did. It's crazy.
It is.
Oh, yeah, and I can't believe how they were talking about how bad California is. Wait a minute, you started it. You punched me in the face, so when I punch you back.
They remind me of an individual who runs and tells the teacher, Johnny hit me, but conveniently leave out, I slapped his head off first.
And Bishop, cocaine. 3 times as much comes out of Colombia. Not only that, cocaine is what's killing people in Kensington, all over this country, for the most part, is fentanyl, which is coming out of Mexico by way of China.
You don't hear him doing anything about that, do you?
Zero. Hasn't mentioned it, other than he's pardoned the last big cocaine dealer that we
Isn't that
had
phenomenal?
For 40 years.
How do you have a war on drugs and pardon the guy that sold more of them than anybody else in recent history? How do you do that?
And joked about, I'm going to shove as much of that stuff up Americans' nose as I can.
But here's the other problem. Why? If somebody sells me a used car that's no good, the salesman may have an integrity issue. But I may have a issue of not being strategic and wise about buying the automobile. So I get it, they're selling the drugs. But what do we say? Is it their fault we're buying them? I didn't think so.
Fault on both sides,
Yeah. So you want to get rid of drug deal, okay, fine. But what about us probably purchasing more drugs than any other nation on the face of the earth? Nobody's talking about our responsibility in this.
Hey, Bishop, I have a personal question.
Okay.
I was a little jealous. I really want to go next time you go over, if you go back to Egypt, but I didn't see you. I saw camels. I didn't see you on them.
Yeah, well, you didn't see the pictures because I was on them.
He's on them.
Oh, okay, you were okay. I was looking at the pictures. I'm like,
I was on them, Doc. Went for a ride on them.
I apologize.
I was on that. I was on dune buggies in the desert. I was on it all.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was like you were having a ball.
We walked almost 100,000 steps in 6 days.
Wow.
Almost 50 miles we walked.
That's cool.
Wow.
Terrain, steps, the whole 9 yards.
It looked like a great time.
It is not a trip if you cannot walk.
Yeah.
And I mean steps, uneven terrain, getting in and out of boats, that kind of thing. Because it's I felt as though I could have been in better shape, and I've been going to the gym for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a physically demanding trip. So much so that a lot of the younger people would take a morning off, but I didn't go that far to miss anything.
You ain't paying all that money to miss nothing.
So I got up and got out.
Look, get him go.
Pastor Grice said, I need you to stop calling yourself a senior citizen. Greg said, my bishop's strong.
Come on, y'all. You got to have some drive in you.
Let's go. Let's go. You can fly 10 hours and lose a day.
Man, please.
Sit in the room. No, I'll be tired when I get home.
Yeah, pick your behind up and get going.
Yeah, but it was an outstanding. If you're an egghead at all, Tom, it is wonderful. You can us nerds just nerd out over there. It's just everything that's just so splendid. I saw the first pharmacy in Egypt. Walked into it. All the prescriptions inscribed on the wall in hieroglyphics.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many days to put that oil on, how many times a day, what the condition was for, this pain, that pain. Yeah. It was amazing, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people here in this country don't realize how history goes back to Africa, where Egypt is located.
Yep. Well, here's the deal. We saw things built 689 BC. We can't get a building to stand up 100 years, much less a structure to last 2,000 and more years.
Yeah,
it's amazing, man. A lot of the myths that, like Romans said, they discovered irrigation. Our guide screamed, "That's a lie! That's a lie." He said, "Let me show you where it started." Just over and over, just one thing after another, Tom.
Yep.
Yeah, and I from reading stuff, the Nile is kind of the original irrigation from that body of water. That's amazing.
We were on the Nile for 3 days.
Boy, that sounds great.
Yeah, we were on the Nile for 3 days. Good talking to you, man.
Hey, take care.
All right, talk to you now. 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. This is On Point. I'm Bishop David G. Evans, our great co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith. We're going to Beverly and Lawnside. Hi, Beverly.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How you doing, Bishop?
All right. How you? I heard you weren't feeling well while I was gone.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for 3 days.
Yeah?
Anyway, let me turn the TV down. Yeah, I was having a problem with serious headache.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm turning the TV down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay. And so I just couldn't get rid of those headaches. And I have to be careful because I had a brain bleed some years ago from a ruptured aneurysm. And of course, when I went to the ER, they shipped me right to the back because my blood pressure was 168 over 106.
Woo!
Stroke level.
Yes.
But I'm doing better now.
Okay.
Anyway, I just don't know what to say about the gorilla in the White House. I've just some things that have transpired just over the last week or so. First of all, how he has, with that so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
Yes.
And he has declassified some of the professions.
Yeah.
As no
what was the
longer
point of
being
that?
Professional professions, for lack of a better word.
What was the point of that?
They're how did they explain it to me?
Well, supposedly to save money.
For who?
Who knows?
The schools.
Yeah, because
see,
this way these people will not be able to take advantage of higher loan amounts for their graduate degrees.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
And, it wasn't just nursing, even though that was the one that was talked about the most while we're in the midst of a critical shortage of nurses. But they also redefined teachers, educators of all things, physicians, assistants, social workers, and physical therapists.
All right, now wait a minute. So it was all about them getting funds to fund their education?
Yes.
Now, now that they have...
Hold on, Beverly, hold on.
Okay.
So was it about grants and scholarships and school loans?
And school loans, that's a big portion of it, yes.
Yes.
So now, because part of a bigger plan too is they're trying to cut like insurances for mental health services and stuff,
right?
And different social work things. So if they take away the money for people being nurses, mental health professionals, social workers and stuff, kids aren't going to go to college for those things. So now you're reducing that whole professional population that helps people who need things So it's really coming down to cutting off middle and lower class people.
Let me tell you what I think is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The very thing that I think our president and people that are like him got in trouble for was these illegal loans. The not illegal. What do you call them? When they're outrageous interest rates.
Yeah, predatory
lending.
Yeah.
So what I think is going to happen, and I hope I'm wrong. There's going to be another class because those predatory lenders got knocked out of business. They're getting ready to come back.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah, and they're trying to limit who goes to college.
But if you get in one of those predatory loans, you can pay the tuition.
You can pay the tuition.
Watch what's going to happen.
Yep. They're cutting, instead of saying, hey, colleges, you're charging too much money for tuition.
Can't do that.
Let's find a way to keep college high and people's inability to go.
So we're going to find another way for you to finance it, but it's going to be ridiculous. You think they're going to give? They're not giving away all that money. They're not going to give away all that money. Believe me, they're not going to give away all that money. They're going to find another way to do it.
Yep. What they say, we're in a K-shaped economy now, where the rich are getting richer and the bottom part are getting poorer. That's what they're trying to keep that.
Yep.
These people here, these people here.
Yeah.
And it's harder for you to get from here. Not impossible.
Got to go through a zigzag, though.
Got to go through a zigzag. But Biden warned everybody, if he gets elected, you're going to start seeing crony capitalism. You're going to start seeing that wealth group get a lot more money. And there's the gap between
because watch what happened.
Going to be
bigger. Our president had one of those schools that got in trouble for not only not delivering, but people went into debt to go to it. So, and that was those agencies, those companies that provided those loans, they were considered a pariah after a while.
Yep.
They're removing the pariah standards. Because they're not going to let all that money go away now. Come on now.
No, they're not. Same thing with medical debt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Biden took medical debt off your credit report. Trump and them put it back on. So now if I got to keep my credit together, I got to find a way.
Absolutely.
It's
has nothing to do with working people, except making it harder for them.
Yep.
Because believe me, somebody's making money on that deal.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead, Beverly.
The other thing is, especially when it comes to nursing and social work, which are female-dominated fields, so that's going to impact them a lot.
Absolutely.
And so when I first heard about this, me being the internet student, I wanted to find out about the U.S. Secretary of Education, who is spearheading all this nonsense.
You mean the A1 lady?
No, not well, it could be true. But anyway,
steak sauce education.
Her name is, you probably know, Linda McMahon.
That's what I'm talking about, the A1 lady.
Yeah, and, she hails from World Wrestling Entertainment.
Of course.
And this woman has no background in education other than being a college student herself.
Yeah, she thought AI was A1.
Yeah.
Steak sauce.
And so, Trump is notorious for putting people in positions that they're not qualified for.
Because he's looking for loyalty, not efficiency. He's not looking for competency, he's looking for loyalty first.
And talk about egotism on steroids. I'm going to just point out these two things. That while we know that Trump fired everybody from the Kennedy Center and named himself the head of the board.
Really?
Yes, and of course, the Kennedy Honors is coming up soon.
Okay.
And of course, he announced he's going to be hosting.
Why?
Because he's on an ego trip, and he's.
But why?
Yeah, but wait, you haven't heard it all.
Okay.
There also, but there's some illegalities involved. if they try to do this, but some House Republicans have submitted a proposal to rename the Kennedy Center the president, the Donald Trump Center for Performing Arts, and named the Opera House after Melania, to recognize her for supporting the arts. And I said, this woman has done nothing during Trump's first administration and now. That's why I call her the do-nothing first lady.
Beverly. Thanks for calling, Bev.
I probably shouldn't have said that. And they also changed the name of the U.S. Institute of Peace, named it after Donald Trump.
Why?
I guess to appease him for not getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon.
Have a good day, y'all.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you.
Danny from Lauderhill, Florida. Hey, Danny.
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing? How's everything?
Long time no hear, man. You all right?
I'm just checking and
Here comes
looking
the
at both you and Pastor Nick, wondering what's going on.
It's cold in this room.
It's cold in this room.
In the room. What about outside?
It's cold outside
too.
What? What's the temperature like?
I think it's 30-something.
Yeah, I think it's the 30s or 40s today, yeah.
Wow. Well, I was just getting ready to go out and cut the lawn.
Because you wearing shorts today and a short sleeve shirt?
Well, I have just my what we call a T-shirt, and get out there and cut the lawn, and get ready. I have a buck pickup coming in, so I'm gonna trim a couple of trees and things like that, But I was just wondering, and I said, what is that they have on? Because I said, usually you gentlemen are matched up so nice, Then this time you changed up on me. I wonder what was going on.
It inclement weather.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand you're in the 80s.
Yeah. Man, you stealing my thunder. Yeah.
How's my sister doing?
Blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored. But I want to compliment you on something here, and that you were discussing some things earlier, and something that I have learned from both of you down through the years. And what we have to do is look and make a comparison. When you buy a car, what do they give you?
They normally give you a warranty.
And that book that they give you?
Owner's manual.
Owner's manual. There we go. Okay, if I get a watch, a clock, or anything, you get an owner's manual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And what you have taught us is that just keep looking in the book.
That's
it's
right.
in the book.
That's right.
It's always in the book,
That's right.
And down through the years, we have learned, and we should see it, and you've told us, a person that would stand in, Times Square, I think that is,
yeah,
and say that I can shoot someone and kill him, and the people will not turn against me, and they will believe me,
mm-hmm.
and what have you. We don't have to wonder if you've been bamboozled or not. He's already told you that. So why do people consistently go out with the same thing and believe those things?
You know what's really baffling to me is that some of my associates that voted for this administration, the content of what he promised to do and the results don't matter. They're saying they like him because he said he was going to do it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even matter that it has a negative result on their life. Mm-hmm. That is insane to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you just discount the effort because he said he was going to do it?
Yeah.
But they don't hold him accountable for not doing what he said he was going to do.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's delusion, deceit.
Unbelievable.
And the other thing, Bishop, is that when you and Pastor Nick was talking, you were asking about Miss Green, okay?
Mm.
What did she really mean, what she said, and what have you? The thing, you got to look at the big picture. When she came into her position, how much was she worth, her net worth?
Not much at all, like most of them.
Okay. Now, if you look at the present day, how much is she worth?
What, 10, 20 million?
More than that. In the 70s. in the 70s.
Very few politicians, except for minorities, go into office, regular income people. Very few don't come out very, very high income people, without exception. So there's some illegalities going on. That's a part of an accepted way of doing business. But if someone else taps into that, and they don't particularly care for that person, they out them on it. They out the individual, not the system. Okay.
Okay. So if she leaves today, and you look at the chart, and you see, is she on the plus or the negative side? She's on the big plus. She's come out ahead. So there's really no loss.
No, she's going to be fine. She made her money. You'll be all right.
But in the meantime, the people have suffered.
Because it wasn't about the people when she got elected. It might have been when she got elected. When that money starts coming in and you don't want to lose it, you see she was going to say anything she needed to say. But maybe she felt like she got enough and said, okay.
Yeah. And Sid says she's already qualified for a pension and lifetime health care.
And one more thing I want to say, and then I get out the way because I know you have callers that want to talk. But the thing I want to compliment you and Pastor Nick, the way you all work together, and you have old school, new school, what have you, and we get a clarity on both ways. And that's amazing this day and age. And I've learned so much. And in fact, I learned to listen to my sons, younger people, when I go into the barbershop. You get the barbershop atmosphere. Listen to them, instead of talking down. Let them talk up, and we exchange ideas, and we don't have when we talk, we don't have like a loud or boisterous exchange. It's really a intelligent exchange where we're exchanging ideas.
I think one of the unique aspects of our association, our relationship, our working together is that he's a lot more old school than people realize. And then I shock them occasionally because I'm more new school than my generation is supposed to be. So we have that cross-collateralization of creativity and wisdom, and from two different perspectives. And I think it works not just for us as a team, but for us as a church.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much, because we have learned from you as a family, individuals, community, and what have you. And sometimes I have to use some of the knowledge that I've learned, down through the years with you, with other people. And you help a lot of people go to school that would not have gone to school, believe it or not, because like when Pastor Nick was saying, what you need to do, go to junior college, for 2 years, get your grades up, And what happened as a result of them doing that, they had scholarships.
Absolutely.
Because they improved on their grades.
Absolutely.
Simple as that. You don't have to struggle. Just go ahead and use your head. So thank you all very much.
Tell my sister I said hello.
Okay. Tell the staff, we appreciate you.
All right now.
All right.
Thank you.
We're going to Teresa from Camden. She'll be probably our last caller today. Hi, Teresa.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Turn your device down in the background.
Okay. I didn't know you were there. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Okay.
How you doing this morning? Welcome to On Point.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to see you back. And like everybody has said this morning, y'all are doing a phenomenal job in teaching and leading us and just giving us all the tools and everything we need to live this Christian life. And I appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
My call, I'm concerned about what's going on with our children that's being missing and exploited, and nothing is being done about it.
What do you mean?
I get phone calls every week about missing children all over social media, missing children, and then you find out, that some are being, found, some are not. But there was an article saying that Florida had recovered 100 and something girls that had been taken.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I'll look up and see.
Okay, that was one point. And the guns, why aren't there any talk about what's going on with these guns? Children, mostly our culture, are killing each other. And in the masses, and there's no concern about it.
Well,
there seems to be no concern. Let's stop the gun violence. Let's stop the guns. Let's put a law. They can regulate. The government can regulate anything they want to.
Yeah, but they don't want to regulate the guns.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to.
No.
I understand.
No.
And like the other caller said, that Trump he made the statement he could stand in the middle of Times Square and you shoot somebody and nothing, he wouldn't be held accountable. And it's like it just picked up from there. And we give so much attention to what he's doing that we're being blinded by what we need to be seeing. We're not addressing what needs to be seen. Trump is getting all the attention, and I think it's too much attention being put on him and the kind of nonsensical things that he's doing, where we need to be focused more on us as a people, or people as a people, not just us, our culture, but just us, our young people, the things that's going on, teaching them. It's like I'm old school, too. Reverend Leon Sullivan had the school in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, where they were teaching young people, minorities, how to have their own businesses, how to learning things that they needed to know. And they did away with that. Now, and everybody we started going to colleges, getting all these loans and everything. So to me, it's just a conspiracy to stop us from doing anything or having anything. Well, now that a lot of people are going to college, getting degrees and everything, now that's no longer a profession. So it's like flip-flop all over the place, and we're not learning from it. It seems that we're just bouncing around on all of this crazy mess that he's trying to spread to keep us confounded and confused.
I think there's two major things going on, and it's not this or that. It has to be this and that, because one thing progressing or existing doesn't have to stop another from progressing or existing. So the national view of politics has to be paid attention to, because it has very local effects upon us. So we can't afford to ignore what's going on there. But at the same time, and I may get in trouble for saying this, being African American and being alive 73 years, I believe that part of our problem is us.
It's us. I agree.
I believe that our standard for who we are and who we want to be has been diluted by a pursuit of those things that are supposed to indicate success.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I believe that our general move away from a spiritual life has caused a lot of damage in our community. I believe that we are not educating our children in the realities of what it's like to live in this world and be a minority. Telling them that your skin color doesn't matter is teaching them a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be, and when I say that, I mean not walking around thinking everybody hates you, but being aware that there are some people that don't like you simply because of how God made you. But when we don't educate ourselves, we don't educate our children, we don't promote a different kind of lifestyle, that used to be distinct back in the day, then we have a problem of folding into the political atmosphere and behavior that we're criticizing and participating in at the same time. There was a time...
Well, the government stopped us from disciplining our children.
Well, they're not living in the house with you.
I've seen incidents where somebody disciplines their child and they get locked up.
Yeah, but they're not living in the house with you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be beating and stabbing a child to get discipline and get order. So that I don't buy that. Teresa, we're running out of time. That was a wonderful call. Thank you so much for calling us, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
All right, now. Don't forget, tomorrow, 8 a.m. is our virtual service. 11 a.m. is our first in-person live service of the day tomorrow. That's our in-person live worship. You don't want to miss it. 6 p.m. is our baptism celebration and communion encounter. You don't want to miss that. Our toy drive is underway. We're collecting new unwrapped toys, coats, gloves, hats, scarves. Donations can be placed in the bins or given online by clicking the CTF or Catch the Fire logo. Our new book, Elevator's out. Why don't you go out and get it? You'll love it. The Harvest Bookstore is open today. If you need some updates, you want to know what's going on around here at the plaza, simply text BBC News to 28950. If you need that spiritual uplift, that inspiration during the week, text BBC Elevate to 28950. We want to pray with you. We love praying with you. So send your prayer requests to prayer@go2bethany.com. That's prayer@go2bethany.com. We need to subscribe to our podcast platforms. David G. Evans 1, BBC of NJ on YouTube. Also the DGEMS, subscribe to that, and the OnPointe broadcast platforms. Thank you for joining us today for Reverend Nicholas A. Smith, our outstanding technical staff, for all of our callers, new callers, legacy callers. We want to encourage you to worship God tomorrow. Don't give up, don't give in, hold on. God is going to work it out. Mm-hmm. Still believe that he's in control, because he is. That's not just rhetoric, that's the truth. And I want you to stay strong. Faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you, and see you next time on Point.